Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you do.
Good morning, welcome to WEITV and another weekly weather edition. I'm Meteorologist David Knollhoff. First of all, let's go ahead and take a look at last week's weather forecast and what happened over the weekend. Last Friday we had a weak cold front come across the Texas Hill Country and associated upper level trough. This all moved fairly quickly across the Hill Country on Friday. It produced a little bit of light rain over the central and eastern portions of our area. Unfortunately, not as much as what we were hoping for. We were looking around maybe a quarter of an inch, and if you got a quarter of an inch out here, you were pretty darn lucky. And most people along and west of I-35 got around about 1/10 of an inch. Now, as this front passed east on Friday, past the I-35 corridor, it filtered in and connected with the moisture available from the Gulf of Mexico, and heavy rainfall occurred well east of I-35, closer to the Houston area and parts east of the Texas Hill Country. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall and quite a few thunderstorms. So they got some beneficial rainfall last Friday from this weather system. So this system passed on Friday. High pressure ended up building in. We got a big ridge that built up over the area. High pressure settled in for the weekend. Dry weather, a little windy, and high temperatures rose up into the 80s for the weekend and lows in the 50s. High pressure dominated the whole rest of the work week, mainly through Thursday time frame, and we had high temperatures up towards the 90s and lows down in the 60s and 70s. So a warm, dry week all the way through today. What is going to happen the rest of today and into the weekend and next week? Taking a look at this weekend, high pressure is really dominating the area today, Friday, through the rest of the weekend through Sunday, and both in the upper level areas and also at the surface level. So this means dry weather, nice temperatures. I can expect cloudy conditions in the morning hours and then mainly sunny though during the weekend time frame. Highs will be in the 80s and 90s and the lows will be in the 60s. Now for the Monday through Wednesday time frame, we're going to have a weak upper level trough begin to sit over a good portion of the Texas area. It's weak, and there's going to be weak little disturbances that move across the broad upper level system. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a whole lot of moisture associated with these troughs, and most of the dynamics are going to be well north of the Texas area. And so that doesn't really translate for the potential of any significant rainfall. So I'm going to say for the Monday through Wednesday time frame, mainly dry. There may be a few instances where we'll see some light rain or some drizzle, primarily in the morning hours or maybe an afternoon isolated shower. But if you get any rainfall, I think you'll be one of the fortunate ones for the Monday through Wednesday time frame. So this trough then moves away and high pressure digs back in for next Thursday into next Friday. The pattern is remaining dry, acting a lot like what we call the La Nina dry pattern, even though technically we're in a neutral pattern. And so unfortunately we still remain dry for the rest of this week mainly, and if anything changes we will keep you posted. Thank you for joining us. I'm Meteorologist David Knollhoff.
You look at clouds and watch them swirl, and then you take us for a whirl and try to tell us that you know the truth. I was watching last week's show, your estimate was a little low, and I think you told me I would get some rain.